supporting hand to the dam spillage affected communities. Thank you so much for all of your donations. We're still accepting your donations. We're still happy to receive your clothing items, utensils, water, Wellington boots, flashlights, mosquito repellent, mosquito nets, baby products, sanitary pads. I mean, you name it. Just think about everything that you use in your day-to-day life. You wake up one day and your whole home is submerged. All you've got left, the clothes on your back. What are some of the items that you would need to feel comfortable again? So let's keep supporting our brothers and sisters in these areas affected by the dam spillage. But let's change gears right about now. No pun intended for my next guest. She's very familiar with gears and the like. And I've got in studio Nana Efua Serwaa Adusei. Always a mouthful. I had to make sure that I had the order correct. She's the CEO of Shecanic Automobile, no stranger to 3FM Sunrise, and she joins us this morning. We're talking Knowing Your Car 101 because you're also launching a workshop. Very important. Has it already been launched or it's about to be launched?
It's about to. You know, we had to change the dates because of the Ghana State Burial.
Okay,
it's
of
important
course.
to respect that because it's a solemn event and we need to show respect. So
That's
that
right.
has been changed to next week, Saturday.
Next
I'm
week,
excited.
Saturday. Amazing stuff. But good to see you. Good morning.
Good to be back. Good
You're
to be
suited
back.
and booted. I didn't realize you guys had a uniform. Please, can I get this in my size?
Well, yes. What you said. I think we can. What color do you want?
The red. Red is my favorite color. I would love one of these Shecanic embroidered shirts. You look great this morning.
Thank you, Helena. Thank you.
Amazing stuff. So, Shecanic has been running for a while. I mean, I first met you when I actually first moved to Accra in 2019. I was looking to do some marketing.
I remember.
Tell them I broke you. I wasn't on 3FM Sunrise at that time, so I was, trying to make ends meet, trying to find my way through this capital. And at that time, I thought, wow, what a great idea. And even since then, I'm not sure that other business models quite like yourself have sprung up. I think you're still quite unique in the space.
Quite unique, but I've got other ladies coming up. This is quite inspiring. So it's unique, yes, but we are pulling in a lot more women to come into the space.
There's more space. We need more women in this space.
We need more.
Okay, well, for that initiative, tell us about what it is that you do, how long you've been doing it for.
So Shecanic has been running for 10 years. October is 10 years. Woo-hoo.
Wow.
Super excited.
10 years already.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's a clarion call for women to take interest in what they drive. More importantly, to demystify engines. Like it's enyehusa. It's safe when you know what to do when your car breaks down on the highway.
Right.
So for safety purposes, yes, women should get interested in what they drive. Also to encourage women to take interest in STEM, take a keen career interest in science, technology, engineering, and math. Helen, someone would say, oh, STEM. But it's not about calculations and equations. There's STEM in everything we do. The female barbers, they need to be able to calculate how far the extent in which they have to cut the hair. There's a lot of STEM in then everything that we do. So encouraging women to take up interest in male-dominated careers and STEM as well. So that's what Shecanic is.
Very important. And like you say, a lot of us women are intimidated by the car engines. So we almost feel as though we have no knowledge, or it's not our place to even have said knowledge. Something happens to your car and it could be something quite basic and you see us running around like headless chickens, when it could be something as simple as maybe your water. Have you checked your water levels? Have you checked maybe your battery? Is there some calcification? That's why it's not connecting. Maybe you need to pour some water on it and get it to connect. And I had to learn the very hard, painful and expensive way that because I had completely delegated the job to someone else, to my father, to my cousins, to my mechanic, I was spending more money and going through worse conditions for my own negligence because of this notion that, as Obadiah can't send it's none of your business. And it would be basic things. My dad would say, have you checked your water? And it's water. And you go and spoil your car for something like water.
But this is no fault of yours. Once upon a time, vehicles were more mechanical. So we need the manpower that we don't have. But now, manufacturers have found a way to change that to make it more electronic, that you can just by a press of a button and you have it fixed. Or your vehicle would also tell you the ECU, the OBD will tell you what is wrong. So it's very easy. Just like when you get a new phone, you go through your settings.
That's right.
We should be able to go through the settings of our vehicles. So now vehicles have moved from being mechanical, that was once for men, now to electronic. So women, let's jump in.
And you get the feedback, like you say, on your dashboard. So you be driving with your friend, the lights be so, but she's chilling, just driving. Ladies, let's pay attention. No, you spark every light is on, just going about her day. And I'm blasting through some music when the car brings. I say, oh, what happened? What happened? See, all your lights are on. Or have you averted your mind to that? Very important. A good clarion call for us to all get involved, and that's why we have Shecanic here to guide us through and demystify, as you said, some of these things that we think are so and really they're basic things. So you've got a beginner's auto workshop coming soon, and that's the education side of things. Talk to us about what one can expect at a workshop like that.
Well, at a workshop like that, you get to understand what your lights mean. So I'll give you an example. The red lights, when you see the red lights, it means stop. You have to stop the vehicle.
It's
and
not
get
that
told.
You can do it after the weekend.
No, red is stop. But if it's yellow, it means you need to pay attention.
Sure.
Prepare to go to the workshop soon. If it's green, it means it's in operation and it's fine. So these are the little things that we'll be teaching people. And also how to change your tires.
How to change your tires.
I did a survey to ask women what they would like to learn. And the number one thing that came up was how to change your tires. And you'd be amazed the people that have signed up for this workshop. How to change your tires. Something as basic as that. We have men signing up. We have diplomas signing up. We have pharmacists, doctors signing up because they all want to learn to change their tires. That shows that there's something that we are doing. There's a gap in there that people want to now learn. So yeah, that's what the workshop is. So it is to demystify, to make things easy. So we didn't want to call it car knowledge for dummies because it would sound very derogatory. So basic workshop for beginners.
But when you translate it, it's car knowledge for dummies.
I didn't say that.
I mean, listen, we can all admit that we're ignorant in some areas, and that's why people have signed up, because they don't know what to do.
Yes.
And so I've never changed a car tire before. So that's something the workshop can help me.
It's not particularly to make you do it, but having the knowledge so that your mechanic cannot come and sell something to you, I say more okay. And
because that's a big issue, isn't it? Because you don't know, you're not informed. If you seek the help of a mechanic, they could inflate the prices or bill you for things that are not even necessary. You don't even need
it. Oh, madam, we brakes, and I say, but then you don't need new brakes. Oh, madam. But then, you just have to change the brake fluid, top it up, and you're like, oh, it's not the brakes after all, it's just the fluid that has gone down. So top it up, that will cost you less. So these little things is to, as I said, safety, and to make us empowered.
Amazing. What else will we be learning? So people that want to learn how to change tires, learning how to read your dashboard, the colors. What else?
Learning how to change your wiper plates.
Okay.
Learning how to, now it's been raining.
That's right.
Our wiper blades are scratching the windscreen. You need to learn to change. So you could just do it. It's a 5-minute thing, or even less than 5 minutes. You get it from the roadside or any dealership that sells wiper blades. You fix it yourself. Learning about the cooling system, why you shouldn't use water. You shouldn't replace coolant with water. Helen, the number one issue that damages engine is we replacing coolant with water.
I think we're also guilty of that.
There you go.
We shouldn't substitute the coolant for water.
Let me illustrate this.
Sure.
When you boil water in a particular pan for a long time, you see scales around it, right?
That's right.
Now, when it's covered and it's boiling, just realize the pressure, it just wants to come out. Now, imagine that water that has boiling point of 100 degrees. In the engine, and so much pressure built up. Now your engine begins to swell, your gaskets would burn, and then you have to, water gets into places where it's not supposed to, i.e. the piston rings. Now the reason you should use coolant is coolant doesn't have a boiling point. So it's able to cool it every time. It won't swell up. Coolant is the go-to thing. I mean, I don't know why people think, maybe say, it's expensive, it's cheaper to just put in water, but in the long run, to change your engine block,
if you blow your gaskets, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So something as little as, 150 cedis, just get your coolant and you're good to go.
It'll
last you 2 years.
150 cedis is money, but in the grand scheme of things, would you rather spend that 150
Think about
or
it.
spend 10 times that amount.
Think about it. Even the time you spend taking the car to the workshop just because, I could have just used coolant.
Yeah.
Think about it. You can't put a value to that. So these are the things you'll be learning at the workshop.
Very practical. And this one, free game. You've got free game.
It is free to participate, but you have to register.
Okay. And how do we do so?
That's another thing. Okay, so the forms are online.
Okay.
Register with Shecanic Academy. However, unfortunately, we had to close registration because we had extended. So the slots was initially for 20 people.
Okay.
And now we had about 65.
Wow, and counting, because now that we've heard you, we want to come. So you're going to have to roll out more of these for us.
If we could get sponsorship.
Okay, that's the name of the game.
If someone could jump on and say, listen, I'm going to pay for the 20 other women or young men that would want to join, I'll foot the bill. Yes, please. You're more than welcome to do that. Because we have the facilities to train, so.
You just need that extra push. So we can all benefit from that. So you've had men also sign up for this. What does the breakdown look like? I'm sure still more women than men, or is it quite equal?
More women than men, thankfully. I'd want to have a lot more women. And the age brackets, we have someone as old as 47.
Okay.
As young as 17. I mean, that is a vehicle driving age, so that's fine. So 17, that's the bracket. And then for the demographics, those were in the pharmacists, doctors, engineers, students, diplomats.
So all walks of life. But the common theme is when it comes to our cars, we're dummies a little bit. So we can connect on that common theme.
People want to learn the basics. Want to learn the basics. I think that's what it is. It's empowering. And
I'm impressed that you got younger people or young people also wanting to register, because what a useful skill to have right from the get-go.
Absolutely.
I mean, I had an old RAV4, and the way I treated that car, I called her Yasanto, wherever you are. I'm so sorry. Because I didn't take care of it at all. Now I've got a different vehicle that I can't afford to mess around. So I'm more proactive in the things that I do with the car. When I go to the mechanic, I ask the questions. I watch them. Sometimes I'll sit there and just watch, so that what I can replicate at home, the filling of the water, whatever it is, the checking of the different fluids, the battery life as well, wondering if it's calcified, if I need to pour water on it. So I've been stepping my game up. But also after actually meeting you, I thought, yes, as women, we don't take it seriously at all. And I found myself in so many fixes, wasted so much money. And I thought, no, something has to be done as a matter of priority, because your vehicles take you to work and back, take you up and about. And if you don't take care, they can also cause your demise, because these are big machines that have the capacity to cause harm.
So I'd say Yasantua taught you a lot of things that you probably don't even know. It taught you to learn more and find ways that you can sustain the next vehicle, because you learned lessons from Yasantua. So you going on to ask questions and being curious, that's what Shecanic is. Being
very
curious
necessary.
and yes.
Well, since the slots have all been taken for next week, for those of us who would like to follow on with Shecanic on the social, so we don't miss the next one, or we can, because you also give practical tips and tricks day in and day out on the socials, plug that for us so we can connect with you.
Well, this workshop will also be online.
Sure.
So online on Facebook, online, Zoom, and IG, because we have people registering from the US and UK. We want everybody to be involved. So it's going to be online. Follow us on Shecanic GH on Instagram, Shecanic on Facebook, and Shecanic GH across all the other platforms. Threads, X, LinkedIn as well.
Amazing stuff. Shecanic, always good to see you. Nana Efua Serwaa Adusei, CEO Shecanic, letting us know of some interesting, very useful and educational things that are going on in the world of Shecanic. Completely free for you to get this great information. And the coolants, this morning you are going to go park somewhere and pour water in there. Just fork out a little bit of cash. Make sure you don't ruin your car in the long run. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Always good to see you. Always good to see you.